Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
What is happening, everyone? I was on mute. Sorry for the pause there. Cheers, everyone. God bless. Glad you're here. Let's just jump right into it. You know the drill. Got my loyal D-Liver here, it looks like. That never talks. Glad you're here, wherever you are. Let's just jump right in, guys. Goldbacks. Going to talk about Goldbacks today. I'm really glad I rediscovered this website. And there's just so many good things that'll come out of it. Sorry if you hear my dogs panting in the background. It's a very hot day here. It got up to 114, 115 here in Coachella Valley, California. So yeah, it's that's about 10 to 12 degrees above average for those who are counting. And it's not just a day here and there. It's like staying there. It's actually supposed to get up to 117 tomorrow. It's supposed to get up to 120 in a few days. Out of control. I don't know what's going on, but come Lord Jesus. That's all I can say. Is these summers are just, is it just me or are they getting super crazy now? And it's not because of global warming either. It's because of what billionaires with too much time on their hands like George Soros and Bill Gates are spraying into the atmosphere. That's what it is. And the government just turning a blind eye to it. Or the government's in cahoots with them. That's probably even more likely. Anyways, I digress. Let's get into Goldbacks. See if the full screen is actually linked. Probably not, so go ahead and do that. Up for you guys here. So here's the website. Again, goldback.com. Drop it in the chat for everyone. There you go. The X space is live now. If you want to go and camp out in the X space, it's open. I'll open it up to everyone at 8:30 if anyone's here and wants to chat. Cool. So still working on the website. Let me actually plug that real quick, get that out of the way. So yeah, still working on this, and I'm actually working on the Streamlabs website on the old domain, jds2cents.com is where that redirect is. What's cool about that is it actually has my live stream embedded, and I don't have to manually upload it and all, so I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about real quick. And it has a cool little loading icon too that I really like. See that? That's pretty cool. Middle. And it should be my ugly mug here. There we go. So this is the live stream right now. And then what it does automatically, I think, is it takes the last live stream and just keeps replaying it on loop. Hopefully that's what. Oh, it also has a chat, a live chat for YouTube right up here. So that's super convenient for people. And this is what I'm moving towards for the website. Here's the store, tipping. Looks a lot cleaner too, but for now I'm using the old one, and I'm slowly getting all that set up. So again, there's stuff in here that's from the old website, like this glass doesn't exist anymore. Again, to plug the glasses, I don't really have any new t-shirts at the moment. You still can purchase the old t-shirts from JD's 2 Cents if you want. Here's the glasses with the upside down tattered flags for both the US and Canada, because we are close cousins and we're both going through the same shit of same tyranny shit sandwich, so to speak. And here's the shirt store for JD's 2 Cents. Permanently tired, super popular shirt. Oh, what is this one? Oh, You Ain't Black. Joe Biden. That's actually a pretty good one. I like that. I will be bringing the vast majority of these shirts over. A Commie-Crat shirt, probably bring that over too, but I need to make something similar for the Republicans, because they're just as cognitively dissonant. How would you say that in the plural? They're just as cognitively dissonant, I guess. Because it's dissonance. I'll have to look that up. This one I won't be taking over. This is talk about cognitive dissonance. Look at this. Total in for Trump shirt. This is right after he got shot. I made this shirt, or shot, I should say. Checkmate, Commie-Crat scum. Yeah, that's gonna get deleted. So if you want one, grab it while it lasts. Anyways, most of this is working still. I've had other stuff. I gotta pay the bills. I'm behind on bills, guys, so I gotta catch up. And when that happens, this stuff hits the back burner. So like I said, support the channel, please. That way I can devote more time and effort and energy into making this shine for you guys, and less time backpedaling, so to speak. Again, it's a hobby channel, so if I never make a dime off of it, I mean, I made a couple bucks already, but nothing to write home about. And I do appreciate the tippers that did. MAGA Mom, Just a Dude, thank you guys. Appreciate you. Although I doubt MAGA Mom is ever going to show back up again after she sees my new content. She'll consider it anti-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm not anti-Kamala. I'm anti-big, bloated, out-of-control government. That's what I am anti. And I am pro-liberty and freedom. Absolutist. I'm a liberty and freedom absolutist. And that's what our founding fathers were. And that's what our country and government used to be, believe it or not. It celebrated liberty and freedom once. Does it today? Can you seriously look yourself in the mirror as a Trump or a Kamala supporter and say that your candidate supports liberty and freedom unabated? You can't. You're just lying to yourself if you do. Okay? And that's a hard fact. Period. It's not even debatable. You can try to debate me on it. I'll wreck you. I will totally destroy you with facts. Okay. Anyways, and you guys are welcome too. Trump supporters, Kamala supporters, everyone's welcome. Let's debate. Let's act like adults for once in this country again, instead of a bunch of coward cucks that are fat, dumb, and happy with their bread and circuses. You know, that's how Rome perished, by the way, rotted from within, because the people gave up, because they were fat, dumb, and happy. And in the end, they wished that they would have done something to fight it. I guarantee you. Because it wasn't pleasant for them when everything came crumbling down. That's why these lunatics at the top are lunatics. Because when it all comes collapsing in on itself, guess who's at the top of the heap and has the furthest fall to the ground? They do. So they're going to eat shit the hardest. it blows my mind that people think because they have $100 billion in the bank or $100 million or even $1 million that nothing bad can ever happen to them. It can turn south like that overnight. Overnight. So these multi-billionaires out there, richest men in the world, the U.S. economy tanks and the economy completely collapses, they are royally fucked. I mean, we all are, but they are definitely fucked. And they're building their bunkers and all that fun stuff, but you can only sit in an underground bunker for so long. You got to come out at some point. You're going to have a lot of pissed off people looking for you. The survivors out there are the ones that will actually make it. Okay? And I'm in the place where, I know I just keep going, we'll get to Goldbacks, but this is good stuff I'm saying, and I want to roll with it. Okay? Unless anyone shows up and starts wanting to talk, then that's the best way to shut me up, is to show up and chat. Okay? Not be like my little D-Live lurker here, which I'm so glad you're here, but I gotta shit on you just a little bit, because you never talk. You just sit here every day and don't say a word, which is a little annoying, not gonna lie, but hey, I'm glad you're here. It's better than having a goose egg every night. At least someone's here watching me. Does sort of creep me out a little bit, though, to be honest. Probably the NSA or the FBI sitting there. Ew, what's Josh doing? And if that's the case, fuck you. Eat shit. Get a life. Get a real job where you're not leeching off taxpayers. You know? Be a decent human being, in other words. Anyways, I digress. Probably just a lurker. Again, glad you're here. But I really do wish you would chat with me, talk to me a little bit, have a little engagement back and forth. But I get it. I get it if you want to be like 99.99% of the population. I can't fault you for that, because everyone is, the vast majority of people are, silent cowards these days and just sit around and want to be fed constantly and consume. They just want to consume entertainment and sit there and drink their beer, drink their wine, and play video games, and do their 9 to 5. And we're just rotten from the inside out, people. We're just rotten from the inside out. Sad, but it is what it is. And trying to do my part to wake people up, get us out of that. And one of the best ways we can get us out of this situation we are in is to detach ourselves from the Federal Reserve and its fiat currency that is worthless. It's just pieces of paper with dead people printed on it. How do we do that? With Goldbacks. So here's the website. Again, goldback.com. I already popped it in the chat. One Goldback right now is going for $5.17. Now don't let that scare you off, because the people that are, we're going to get into this, the companies that trade it, but the companies that are trading in it, they market their stuff at real value. Okay, so if something is $1 at their store, it's not going to cost you $5.17 Goldbacks to buy that same product. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I think they'll fairly price it to you. Or maybe you would have to pay $5.17 in Goldbacks, but you can't think of it as $1 one Goldback is equal. It's not. You got to think of it as this paper $1 bill is worthless, and I'm buying $5.17 worth of gold in this Goldback, because that's what you're buying. Okay? So anyways, let's get into it. When they first started, they only had a couple states. I think it was Wyoming and Utah. And as you can see, these are really small pictures, but the Goldbacks for each state are different, which is really cool. So each state gets to print their own version of Goldbacks, which is cool. So let's look at Utah first. See if they have Oh yeah, they have much better pictures here. Look at that. How beautiful is that? And so this is as thin as a paper bill, but it's heavier duty, as in the sense it won't tear or anything like that. And yeah, see, one Goldback is 1/1000th of a troy ounce of 24 karat pure gold. Look how beautiful that is. It's just, well, my fat body's in the way, but it's just gorgeous. And so in Utah, they chose Prudence, the Prudente, the Indian squaw. Don't know much about her, but that's cool. They picked her. And then, oh, Veritas, Truth. That's cool. For the 5 Goldback note. Look how beautiful these are. I could just look at them all day. 10 Goldbacks is Justice. And see, what happens is they get larger in size. So this is 1/1000th of a troy ounce of gold. This is 1/200th of a troy ounce of gold. Makes sense, right? 5 times the amount of gold. 1/100th. So on and so on. And here's a 25 Goldback buck. 1/40th pure gold. I used Victory for that one. I like these names. Oh, look at Liberty. Liberty, $50 or 50 Goldback note. Shouldn't say dollar. It's not a dollar. 1/20th of a troy ounce of 24 karat gold. And that's it for Utah. So beautiful notes. And then I want to select another state so you can just see how they're different. So New Hampshire adopted them. That's really cool. New England, the state in New England has these, circulates them. Very cool. These are a little more bland looking. They're not as yellow gold, which is fine. They still are beautiful. Grace, Truth, Foresight, Fortitude. I love these, and Liberty again. Very cool. I like the more yellow looking ones a little better. Here's Wyoming. I don't want to give you my email. Not yet. Once I start buying from you, yeah. 1 Goldback Reverence. Yeah, see how these are different even from the Utah? But they're the yellow version again. Very cool stuff. So we have about 12 minutes left till I open up the chats and whatnot. So the big question is, on everyone's mind is probably where to spend, because for it to be a valid form of tender, you need to be able to trade it for real stuff, right? It's nice to look at them, but you can't eat them. I mean, you could. That'd be gross. Stupid. But anyways, Goldback is designed to be a local currency within regions where a series exists. Our state maps help customers find businesses that accept Goldbacks. Well, let's just start with Utah again. This Utah map highlights businesses that decided to be advertised as Goldback accepting locations. We believe that Goldback acceptance may be as high as 50% among small business owners. So what they're saying there is all these businesses plus more will probably accept Goldbacks. Look at this. I mean, it's filled up in Utah. How cool is this? This is like so far beyond what it was when I first discovered it a few years back. Oh, Ace Hardware? There's a big name that everyone knows. See if I recognize any of these other ones. Happy Dragon Chinese Express. That sounds tasty. Farm Creek Meats. See if there's any other big businesses. Doesn't surprise me that there's no corporations on here. Why would there be? Because they're all in bed with the big government. Why would they do anything to rock the boat with big government? Wow, look at all these businesses, though. These are the kinds of businesses you want to be supporting anyways. Fuck Walmart, fuck Home Depot, fuck Lowe's, all those big corporation businesses, fuck them. You need to be supporting mom and pop shops anyways, and so that's one of the big reasons you should use Goldbacks in the first place. But there's many even better reasons to use Goldbacks, which we'll get into here in the last 10 minutes, which we're already there. So here's all the businesses, guys. Look at all these. I mean, there is a shit ton of businesses. So it's already in, what, 5 states? Is that what it looked like? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 states. That's 10% of the union, guys, that this currency is now accepted in. And not everywhere. What the biggest thing you're going to have to sacrifice, and I know this is heresy for all the cucks and cowards out there, and there's a lot of you. You got to sacrifice a little bit of convenience. Oh, I know. Oh, just put a silver bullet right through my heart. I can't sacrifice convenience. No way. And sadly, that's true for the vast, vast majority of people that live in this fucking country today. That's one of our biggest problems, by the way. Yeah, I know that Walmart sells abortion pills over the counter now, but I'm going to shop there still and give them my hard-earned money, even though I'm pro-life, because it's convenient. And guys, how often do I say this? Pointing one finger at you, there's 3 pointing back at me. Guess where I shopped today for my dinner? Walmart. That is turning a moral switch off in your brain. So today, I was cognitively dissonant with my morality surrounding abortion. I believe that life starts at the moment the sperm hits the egg and one cell divides into 2. That's when life begins. So a Plan B pill kills that life. That's murder. So every time I give Walmart my hard-earned money, I'm voting with my money and saying, I support you murdering little babies. Shame on you, Josh. So see, I will be the first to raise my hand when I fuck up, guys. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to sit here and preach at you and then be like, oh, well, I did the same thing today, but I'm going to keep it quiet because it might piss people off here if they found out. No. I'm going to be real with you. And I got to stop shopping at fucking Walmart. Starting right now. Right fucking now. There's plenty of farmers markets and mom and pop meat markets, and I can find my shit in other places. Is it going to take more time? Yes. Is it going to mean I have to drive out of my way every day? Yes, of course it is. But it's worth it. Because do I want to give people that are actively selling products, that actively are murdering babies, my hard-earned money? Fuck no. What the hell was I thinking? That is how insidious cognitive dissonance really is, people. Okay? Man, I feel like a shit pile right now. But it had to be said. Had to be said. We got to start stepping up for what is right again in this country. And stop just passing the buck to everyone else. Well, it's not my problem. It is your problem. Because the more we bury our heads up our asses in cognitive dissonance, the greater disservice we're doing to our communities and our states and our country, which means you're doing a disservice to yourself. Do you understand what I'm saying? If our country collapses, you collapse with it. There's no escape. So why not let's take back our country, take back the power that we were entitled to in the Constitution. Sorry, I'm banging into my mic. I apologize. And have a better country for ourselves, for the time that we have left here, but more importantly, for our children and their children and their children's children. Right? Right? That sounds like a good plan to me. But it takes a lot of us, not all of us. We're never going to get everyone. But if you like what I'm saying, guys, share this, like this, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss episodes, so you don't slip back into that cognitive dissonance. We need each other. I need someone like Brian Young to slap me across the face with truth every once in a while. So that's why I've clicked Brian's bell notification icon. That's why I try to show up every time I can to his live streams. Because I need that truth in my life. We need each other to say these truths and bounce them off each other. Okay? You don't have to agree with everything I say. But the truths, when I'm talking about liberty and freedom, those are hard, inalienable rights, unalienable, however you say it, rights that were given to us by God. And no one can take those away unless we let them, which we are and have been for generations now. That doesn't mean we can't turn around. The forefathers were in a total shit show before the revolution, and what did they do? They stepped up. We're talking about a small group of men out of the vast population of the colonies. That's all it took. And that birthed the United States of America, the greatest country in the history of planet Earth. And now it's going to shit. So we need a new generation of founding fathers, so to speak. Okay, we need a new generation of people that are willing to sacrifice first our addiction to convenience, our addiction to I want it right now and I'm going to get it right now. Fuck everyone else. We got to be willing to do hard work. We got to stop being cowards and be courageous and stand up for what's right and voice what is right with authority. Anyways, running out of breath. So we didn't really dive too deep into Goldbacks because I have a lot of hot air to blow today, apparently. I'm going to open up the 720-720-cents, 720-722-3687. Go ahead, call in, text in. It's waiting for you. The X space is open as well. The chats are always open. You can chat anytime. I'm going to put Goldbacks on the back burner for now. We're going to just dive into a little news to wrap up the day. And tomorrow will be part 2 of Goldbacks. Okay, everyone? Sound like a plan? Let's put this in XFeed form. There we go. Oh, don't have the eyeball clicked. There we go. Elon Musk says, well, I want to start with notifications. See what kind of love or hate I got today. New post notifications is all that's showing up at the top. A living woman liked 2 of my posts, which one is Coachella Valley. Would love. I'm inviting Brian again to be on the show one day. Again, he's a busy guy, so if it never happens, it doesn't happen. And he's a fish in the ocean, and I'm a little plankton, or even smaller than that. He always uses that analogy on his show when he's talking about bigwigs on other podcasts and whatnot. And yeah, I'm like an atom. I'm a little atom right now in the ocean, just floating around. Don't even have a brain or nothing. And he says he's a microplasm or something. I think is what he uses compared to the whales out there. You know, we're doing what we can do, both of us, and hopefully Brian Young can join me on this show soon, or have me on his show, so we can talk and just sort of shoot the shit and chat it up. But that's up to him, because he's the bigger fish. So that's how this works, the live stream game. You have more followers, you make the rules. So I respect that, and I had the word on the tip of my tongue, now I forget. I want to be like that. So it motivates me. There's a better word for that. But anyways. So a living woman just liked, because Brian had initially posted his Western Sky and was like, what does yours look like right now? And I replied. So she liked that. So thanks for the like, living woman. I appreciate it. Let's see. I replied this to Little Sis. Call him Little Sis. Uh-oh. Having an internet hiccup. Not loading. Come on. It says I'm connected. Bet you if I run a speed test, it's good. I mean, it's not excellent, but got speed. What's going on? Come on, load, fucker. There we go. So little sis, little hairy sis on. This shooting happened today. This school shooting. Within hours of it happening, look at what this little turd ball says. Another school sorry, a little small dickless piece of shit just revved his engine going by. Another school shooting in America where many were injured and many died. How much longer are we going to put up with this? Stop blocking gun control. Let's solve the damn problem. Thoughts go out to anyone affected by this tragedy. You're such a sleazeball, dude. Thank God you're only 21, so you can't run for public office yet, because I know you will. Like, you're just chomping at the bit, because you're a politician when you came out of your mother's womb, dude. I mean, you're just scum. First of all, and this is how I replied, only disgusting excuses for human beings such as yourself turn a tragedy into a political topic. Try to become a better human! Exclamation point. And guns don't kill people, people kill people. My rights don't end where your feelings begin. And he has no feelings, but that's a good quote to put here. And then to say this at the end, thoughts go out to anyone affected by this tragedy. You give two shits about these people and their families, little sis. You don't give a shit. Be honest. Because if you were, what you would say is, I don't give a shit about you people, but we need gun control. That's what you really would say. Quit trying to mask it with some sense of morality that you don't have, and some sense of, what's the word for it? Empathy that you have none of. You are a hollow husk of a human being that has no empathy, no sympathy, and no morality whatsoever. You are just a little political puppet at this point, just dying to become a politician so that you can exert your powers over people just like this that just had a tragedy. You're a disgusting excuse for a human being. And I hope that you can change, not only for your good, but for society's good. Because you're a dangerous little fucker. Oh, wow, I'm already 3 minutes over. Okay, with that, I'm going to wrap up. But we can't wrap up on Harry Sis, because he just makes my blood boil. That's a downer. We'll get rid of that. Remember, guys, 99% of things you worry about will never happen. Okay? So live your life today the best you can, but stop with being addicted to convenience. Start being courageous and embrace your family, embrace your pets. Enjoy life here and now, but not just for yourself. The best way to enjoy life is to give to others. The best way to give to others is doing a show like this, taking time out every day. It doesn't have to be a live stream. That's not what I'm saying. Just take some time to give back to your community every day. What did JFK say? Ask not what you can do. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. And if you do that, the awesome thing about that is that you will feel better about yourself. You will feel lifted and moral. You will feel like a better human being if you do that. Because we're all depraved. We're all sinners. But that doesn't mean we got to sit there and wallow in it and just get by. Because that's not living. Living is being a good human being that engages and gives to people and reflects the good works of Jesus Christ to others. Okay? Even if you don't believe, Jesus Christ did great things. Read about him. And you can, if you exemplify the kind of human being he was when he was here, I believe the only sinless human being to ever exist, then great things will start happening in your life. It'll change your attitude, that's for sure. It's changed mine ever since I started doing this show. I'm on a high every time and just sitting here talking to no one, or my 1D liver. So cheers, everyone. Have a good night. God bless. And I'll see you tomorrow for part 2 of Goldbacks. Good night, everyone.